Hello music lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Caeser Pink.
Let your mama down. Let your mama down. Let your mama down. Baby, please.
And today we're here with my guest, Audrey
KO.
Great. And we're going to listen to a live version of Chicago's 25 or 6 to 4. But before we do that, please like and subscribe. All the proceeds from this channel are donated to the Arete Living Arts Foundation. And if you would like to support us further, you can join our Patreon or make a tax-deductible donation through PayPal. All the links are below in the subscription. Now, have you ever heard of the band Chicago at all?
I don't think so.
This is a band that came out and were very experimental, all over the place. But then they also had like big pop hits, and they were amazing for a couple of years. But then they kind of got less creative and less creative. And by the 80s, they were still having hits, but it was like the cheesiest, middle of the road garbage.
It wasn't interesting anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it was just so like over polished. I don't know. People loved it, but it wasn't. But their audience is still very split by, during the 70s or the 80s when they were pop stars. And this is 1970. Maybe they had 1 or 2 albums out, and this is 25 or 6 to 4. And it's live at Tanglewood. He's just moving over here while they try to fix the drum set. Does that sound familiar to you at all?
No, but I really like it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's very cinematic.
Yeah.
Especially with like the trumpet, the trumpet.
Yeah, that when they came out, they were like, oh, we're the first hard rock band with a horn section. And,
I love when rock music has a horn section.
Yeah,
I feel like it really elevates it
yeah.
sometimes.
So the guy playing guitar and he's doing backing vocals. The band had multiple songwriters, but they also had 3 people who would sing lead from time to time.
Yeah.
The guitar player guy, he was the one who kind of gave it its most edge. Like, he would write the political music, and
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a few years later, these guys had moved all out into like in the Midwest somewhere. They had ranches out in the country. So he went to one of the other guys' house, and they like to shoot guns, and he had a pistol, and they're partying, and somebody says, "You shouldn't play with that gun while you're partying." He said, "Oh, that's right. That's all right. There's nothing in it." And blew his own brains out. I know it's a horrible story, but that's what really made the band then turn softer and become more soft. Although in that time period, one of the reasons why that time period has so much creative freedom in music is when FM radio came on, it was kind of like what college radio became. They would play these long songs, and these weird classic rock bands could do all this experimental music and still make a lot of money. But then FM radio got bought out by the big companies, and then the record companies started saying, we don't want 8-minute songs, we want 4-minute songs, the big club. And that really, so many of the groups within a couple of years went from being super creative to kind of boring.
Yeah.
But let's continue, and we're going to go into an extended guitar solo. It's actually pretty
I
amazing.
love how they all are standing in the line and look like it could be the same guy cloned over and over again, wearing different outfits and wigs.
Yeah, they seem pretty casual here.
They look like they have a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, evidently, if you're getting drunk enough that you decide to brandish your gun around like that.
Yeah.
when people get so into like playing a stringed instrument that it feels like a choreographed dance
Yeah.
between them and the instrument.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way. That's interesting. What I like about that solo is that it's almost like a story. Like there will be, you know, maybe like 4 lines that are variations on a melody, and then it'll move on to a new idea that may be based on a new melody, or it could be a technique like adding the wah-wah pedal. And I feel like so many guitar players just like showing how fast they can go up and down the scale. Whereas I think he's really, you know, a storyteller with a guitar, which is what I like most about soloing. Because soloing can be boring if it's not.
It feels very deliberate.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's finish it off. Now, and this song was a huge hit on the radio, amazingly. I don't think the version on the radio is that long, but...
Yeah. No, I can imagine that being a hit on the radio.
Yeah, that main riff is so catchy.
Yeah.
A funny thing about this song is the lyrics seemed very mysterious when it came out. Nobody could figure out what it meant. But years later it came out. It's really just a song about having writer's block, like he's sitting down to write a song and can't come up with anything. It's like all night long, getting towards morning. And 25 or 6 to 4, I read it what it meant recently, and it made sense, but it's something to do with like the clock moving, and I forget what it is, but that's one from my childhood I loved. I was even in grade school when that came out, and I, because of this band, you know, I'm maybe 5th grade, except I really started the band before. So I had a couple friends, two twin brothers. One played trumpet and one played trombone. So I'm like, hey guys, you want to start a band? And they went to their father, and their father said, well, I need to know more about it. I had a booklet with all the sheet music.
Yeah.
And gave it to them. They gave it to father. Father read, he was conservative, read the political lyrics. It's like, no way, you can do that. And, it took me another 15 years before I had a band with horns in it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you.
No, I would totally listen to this again.
Great. Yeah, they do a lot of, they do a lot of weird things, like they'll have pieces that are just like instrumental music with spoken word poetry.
Yeah.
One of my favorite pieces is like a whole set of suites, so it's one piece, the side of an album that's all these different, a lot of them are instrumental pieces, but there's also 2 really big hit songs mixed in with them. But, it's really wonderful the way it glides, and it's called Ballad for a Girl from Buchanan, I think. But it's pretty amazing stuff if you want to explore something creative and old.
I recently have been listening more to just like the album as a whole, instead of individual songs.
Well, for me,
Because I feel like you get a better idea of the artist's intention.
yeah,
Because oftentimes, like most of the time, the album's not just hodgepodge together songs.
yeah. I mean, for me, as a music creator, to me, the real statement is the album.
Yeah.
And I just went back to listening to vinyl a year or so ago, and I love how the big artwork plays into presenting the overall concept.
It feels more like a body of work.
Yeah.
Or like a mini opera.
Yeah. Well, great. Thank you for joining us, and good luck with your future art endeavors. And thank you for joining us, and hope to see you again soon.